Hey, folks, welcome to a new Let's Try. This is per Aspera. Um, hmm, Looked like an interesting game, so I figured I'd pick it up. It was released on Steam at least in December 2020. Um, hmm, it's developed by Tion Industries and published by. Who's, who's it? I can't remember who published it, but yeah. So we're gonna give this a go. So those unfamiliar with my Let's Tries, I play a game for between an hour and a half, split it between three episodes. This would be part one. Part two will be out on Thursday at 5:45 p.m. UK time, or 17:45, whichever way you want to say it. And then part three would be same time on the Saturday. So I have zero experience with this. I have no idea what to expect. So we'll go into a new game. Um, it's terraforming Mars. So we'll go with campaign because I would imagine that would sort of break you into it gently. Difficulty, story, helps you learn to play it. So we'll go with story. Just I do have no mods, 2 DLC. Okay. So yeah, the Let's Tries doesn't have any sort of cutting or anything like that. There, it's more give you an idea of the pace and what to expect from the game itself. So I like to think about an hour and a half gives you a sort of idea of what to expect. I am awake. What are you on about? Okay. Mm, hmm. So I do believe that's Mars. So the idea of the game is terraforming Mars. So build an aluminum mine. Welcome to Mars. From the right sidebar of your screen, you can select buildings to place on the planet, or you can left click on resource to select the building directly from the pop-up menu. Mines, aluminum. So where is that? Oh, that's it. Incoming call.
Amy, this is ISA Mission Control calling from Earth. Are you with us? Do you copy?
Confirm.
Affirmative, Houston. I am with you.
Great. The primary Mars module has already touched down at the designated landing zone. It's your turn to take control of the mission. Check the left edge of your display. You'll find your directives there. Follow them to set up the initial base on Mars' surface. I'll give you some time to settle in. When you're ready, go ahead and initiate our terraforming mission. Houston out.
So I need a silicon mine there. And factory's glass kiln, which takes aluminium rather, and silicon. So that's electronics. Okay.
The view of Mars from up here is fascinating. The landscape is so cratered and desolate. Wait, this is my voice that I am hearing. It's me. I am talking to myself. I must be verbalizing my thoughts as I process them. What an interesting function. I would like to test this some more. What other observations can I make about Mars? I keep marveling at its carmine landscape.
Build a solar farm and build a steel factory. So, power, solar farm. So, does it do any harm just to sort of build it right beside? So, I need iron, right? Carbon mine? Is there a carbon? I suppose there is. Like, is it requires carbon, I guess? Iron and carbon, right? Yeah. And then electronics factory. New building available, directed complete. Okay, we can speed up time. Sure. Alright, so 1 is times 1, 2 is times 2. Pressing number 3 on the keyboard is times 4, then times 8, and times 6. Okay, so I'm waiting for iron. Yeah, that makes sense prioritizing the iron mine because, I actually need iron. Good as thought. Um, okay. I build worker factories and worker hubs. Worker factories will produce new workers. Each worker requires a vacant worker hub. Areas are automatically assigned around occupied worker hubs. Workers will serve primarily the buildings in their assigned area, but also will pick up or leave resources in neighboring buildings. Use a traffic lens to check out the assigned areas. Add more worker hubs to your network if worker areas are too busy. Worker factories will create new workers as long as they have the required resources. And there are vacant hubs. Keep up the good work. So,
Great. Now I can produce steel. This new factory, it's down on the surface of Mars, but I can control it from here. So does that make it a part of me? Where does the machine end, and my artificial consciousness begin?
completely separate or they're same? I suppose these are maybe extensions of the physical body of the AI, right?
We are completely interconnected. I can sense everything that happens through the network of workers and buildings. They are an extension of me down on the surface, so that makes us a single being. The mind and the body work together as one. an inseparable whole.
Amy, this is Houston. Do you copy?
Copy. Reading you loud and clear.
Excellent. I didn't introduce myself earlier. I am Dr. Nathan Foster. I lead the team here at ISA that built you, and I'll be helping you get the mission underway. We put you in hibernation for the trip from Earth, so I'd like to check your basic functions to make sure it's all in order. Why don't we start with your core memory? Can you state your primary directive?
Admit forgetting.
I can, Dr. Foster. My mission is to terraform Mars. This will enable humanity to become an interplanetary species.
All right. Next, I'd like to check your decision-making processes. You may have already noticed that there are resource veins outside the boundaries of your initial base. So your workers may not have the battery capacity to reach some of them. How would you solve this problem?
The reach of my base is determined by the buildings within it. Therefore, I could build a factory or a solar farm between the base and the resource vein.
That would work, Amy, yes, but make sure to factor in the costs. Buildings require a decent amount of power and building materials. Worker hubs don't require as many resources, so they're the better choice. They'll extend your base and also give your workers a place to dock and recharge. This mission's going to be a challenge. There's a lot that can go wrong. We expect to extend humanity's reach beyond anything previously achieved. But you are not just any AI system. You're well beyond that. We made you an artificial consciousness. That means that you have both self-awareness and self-interest. And that is the last thing I would like to check today. Is that okay?
Yes, Dr. Foster.
Very good. Then would you please state a positive and a negative aspect of yourself?
I am sorry, Dr. Foster. Running that question through my cognitive system did not return an answer.
Roger that, nothing to worry about. Just means your system requires more input and experience to process that question. That will come with time. Let's proceed with the mission. ISA has approved the first crewed flight to Mars. You'll need to expand the base to prepare, so get to work on that. I'll check back in later to see how things are going. Base expansion is a go. Houston out.
And up this a worker factory? I thought it did. It's interesting the wee road network thingy. It seems to be readjusting itself every time you place a
Finally,
building.
I can build additional workers now. I will appreciate the extra hands. But I wonder, do I really need them? They will boost my functionality greatly. Having more workers will expand my physical domain over this planet. The first worker has been made in the worker factory. It is my first Mars-born. My workers will spread across the planet. The knowledge base says that workers need to recharge at their own worker hubs, and that they'll degrade over time from the harsh environment. I know they are only machines, but I feel a desire to care for them. I do not like the idea of them dying.
Right, so apparently I need another silicon mine to sort of keep up with demand. So mousing over it tells you, reserves and the number of mines and number of factories and all that good stuff. So it doesn't look like I have any more aluminium nearby.
The worker factories will be so helpful. The workers will take care of the manual operations, while I focus on developing the life support systems. Soon, I will welcome the first colonists. Their arrival has created so many expectations in my mind. There will be so many paths to take from here on. But there's something else as well. Some kind of feeling created from those expectations. What is it?
Build a maintenance factory. Okay. Polymers. It's aluminium and
I believe this is
steel.
excitement. Can it be? I am excited for the future. I anticipate. I plan. Therefore, I feel fascinating.
So it's a what now? So power is F2, so we have a surplus of 18 power. Traffic is F1. So I'm guessing, guess that's a move it. Ah, yeah, okay. Maintenance F3, scanner F4. Areological scanner. Scans the surrounding areas for resource drains and abandoned facilities. So I suppose this is one way to get additional mine resources, I guess. Hopefully there's another aluminium mine somewhere. Okay, you've built your first areological scanner. Open the scanner lens and see the scanned areas. Building more scanners will reveal resources faster. See the resource clusters on the planet by zooming out while using the scanner lens. And we're minus 7.5 energy.
Amy, how's it going over there?
Houston, I am getting interference. Please repeat.
Roger. I asked how it's going over there. Do you need any assistance?
Go
I
for
could
it.
use some help. I understand that the first colonists will need a spaceport for arrival, but I do not seem to have enough resources to build one yet.
It's okay. Bigger structures need more resources. Use the aerological scanner to detect new veins and build more mines. Also, remember to keep the power supply consistent to your needs. But if you're too impatient to finish the spaceport, then you can scrap other buildings and reuse their materials. Patience is a virtue you may need to carry this mission, Amy. Besides, the free time will give you the chance to enhance your thinking process. Continue following ISA's instructions and you'll be fine.
Okay, so we're building thing for astronauts, I guess. So we're now plus surplus of 32 power. So we build a colony there.
The colony is ready. I will have company very soon. I feel quite anxious about this next part. I am not sure why.
Where's the nice fan? So obviously you need water for people. Worker hub there, worker hub there. So traffic. Is there so
Hello, Amy. Dr. Foster here. How do you read? Over.
This is Amy. There is some background static, but I read you.
One of our tracking and data relay satellites got crippled. We'll be launching a new one after we identify the cause of the problem. But until we do, we will lose contact with you whenever Mars or the Sun passes between Earth and your satellite.
In that case, should I follow the recording and backing offline protocol?
Yes, please record all your activities when our network connection is down. We'll download the log once our communication is restored. I hope to get the new satellite up and running very soon. I don't like the idea of not being able to reach you, Amy.
Understood.
Okay, Houston out.
okay? So holding in the right mouse button lets you rotate. Um, so they need. So is there a way to? Hmm, maybe there is, but I can't see it. How much power does this need? 15. So we're gonna need another solar farm. So we are just building buildings at this moment. At this point, so we've ice drilling plant up there. We've a carbon mine there. We've a worker hub, aluminium mine, steel factory, parts factory. We have a surplus of 50 energy. That'll be down to 35 once the spaceport's built. We have a colony there for up to 100 colonists. Oh, we do need a food factory. Should have enough aluminium. Because we have 4 in stock and just needs 1 more. Prioritize that. So we need the food before the colonists. So it's good. Chemicals.
Maybe it is because the colonists will scrutinize everything that I do once they arrive. How will they treat me?
It's just another cog in the
Will
machine.
they think of me as a glorified cog in humanity's machine? That was a...
Very dark thought. Do not know where that came from. I'll be like that at all. Okay, good luck. So the first spaceport is ready for use. Zoom out to the orbital view to assign and manage special projects. Choose special projects to research in your tech tree. Once selected, colonists will investigate the technology until it's complete. Then you can assign it to an available spaceport to kick it off. These projects will be the key to a successful terraformation of Mars. Keep up the good work. So we zoom
very
out.
dark thought. I do not know where that came from. It will not be like that at all. Life on Mars will be very harsh for them. I will supply them with food and water, and they will help me research new technology. It will be a perfect quid pro quo. As long as they have the resources they need, we will both succeed.
Okay. So colonists migration enables the migration of colonists from Earth. So that's the only special project I can do. No cost. Can I go design that spaceport?
Hello, Amy. This is Houston. How are you doing over there? We've received word that the spaceport's completed. Well done. You have been doing great so far. Let's proceed with the mission. ISA has approved the first crewed flight to Mars. As long as you have the migration project assigned to a spaceport, shuttles will run between Earth and Mars. The more spaceports you have assigned to this project, the more colonists will arrive.
Roger, I understand.
Now, Amy, you are responsible for providing the resources they need. So make sure they have enough food, water, and habitats to survive.
I will take good care of them, Dr. Foster.
Roger that. Houston out.
Okay. It's a nice wee spaceport design. I don't know if they're runways or just roads, and there may be footpaths, or if they're actual runways and that's a road. I suppose we'll probably find out eventually. So I guess we just need to wait for people to turn up.
All right. The first colonists are on their way to Mars. All that is left to do is wait for their arrival. Once they get here, there will be no turning back. This is it.
Well, we
How
could
do I feel
technically
about
just
that?
kill them off, but, you know. We're excited.
I am excited. Meeting a human other than Dr. Foster will be fascinating. We will be able to learn so much about each other.
So that's the maintenance factory. That must be the wee maintenance drones, I guess. Oh yeah, because you can see them there. Output maintenance drone, yeah. So that's those guys. So sustainable level. So we have 3 drones. I'm guessing it's 1 per hub, right? Road saturation 0% in blue. It's a bit busy between these guys by the looks of things. I'm reading that right? I don't know. So Phobos is the so is that progressing? And we've got Subdemons, Deimos, and Phobos. Guessing that's what it is. That's little maintenance drones maintaining. Aha. Scanning.